This hot buggy mess is the Choice Nymph. It's a new way of using a jig-style hook when no slotted beads are available. This year-round pattern imitates a number of insects in various life cycles and rides hook point up, making fishing with it a bit of a breeze. I've pinched the barb on a high-quality Daiichi jig-style hook. Start a base of thread on the shank and bring the thread back behind the jig-style hook eye. Using your bodkin, place a drop of superglue on this section of your hook. Larva Lace brass dumbbell eyes are a perfect fit for this jig-style hook. This is a 3/32. Grab the dumbbell eyes with a few thread wraps before bringing your thread over the top from the other direction to straighten them out and make them secure. Then wrap your thread back to the bend of the hook. Next, reach for your favorite tail fiber feathers. Coq de Leon, mallard flank, or, in this case, plain old Grizzly Hackle will all work great. Preen the fibers back on the feather to make it easier to pull them away from the stem, and tie a small clump on top of the hook. Next, tie in a piece of gold wire that we'll use as the rib of the fly. Leave the remainder of the gold wire hanging off the back for now. For the body material, brown mohair plus dubbing wrapped in an unconventional way is going to do the trick. Tim Flagler of Tightline Productions popularized this unique dubbing loop alternative when using UTC Ultra thread. Spin your bobbin to the left to flatten out your thread and push up with your thumb from the bottom to expose the flattened fibers. With the tip of your bodkin, separate the thread fibers in the center to make a small loop in the thread, perfect for a tiny amount of dubbing. Slide the sparsely selected dubbing clump in between your thread fibers before letting the bobbin hang loose. This will bring the thread back together, capturing that small amount of dubbing that you'd put in between. Give your bobbin a spin and watch as the thread and the intermixed dubbing fibers become a tightly twisted string of buggy dubbing. Wrap your thread as normal to create a slightly tapered body. Brush out the dubbing just a bit before trimming it down with your scissors. When you're happy with the look of your body, use alternating wraps to bring your gold wire up to just behind the dumbbell eyes. Secure your wire in place before helicoptering off any excess. Next, we're going to dub a thorax of after midnight dubbing in the traditional way. Take a small amount from the package and dub a sparse noodle just enough to bulk up the front of the fly. This will not only add a bit of flash to the fly, but will help prop up the CDC feathers that are used for the hackle. For that, we're going to use a dun-colored CDC feather and preen those feathers back to splay them out. Trim them all to be of equal length before tying the tip of the feather in just behind the dumbbell eyes. If necessary, trim the tip into a small triangle before tying the feather in. It only takes 1 or 2 wraps of your CDC feather to make a collar with a lot of movement. Secure the CDC and add a few half hitches to set it in place. Add another small noodle of after midnight dubbing to cover any exposed thread wraps before whip finishing and calling it complete. The Choice Nymph is great in rivers, small creeks, still water, and through the ice. Trout and panfish alike cannot resist it. Heck, when watching it underwater, I'm not sure I could resist either. Go to your favorite fly shop and ask for the Larva Lace products you need to tie up some Choice Nymphs today. Go to hagensfish.com or email Lorie to request a catalog or make an order. Larva Lace is a proud partner of the Fish Stories Archive. Record your fishing stories today and preserve them for tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to catch all of our future tying videos. From everyone at Larva Lace, tight lines, and best fishes.